Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be going through the 9 best dropshipping companies and suppliers. Dropshipping is a popular business model where you list products from suppliers on your online store. You can get started with minimal upfront cost, so it's a great way to get into e-commerce. And dropshipping companies such as the ones in this list will help you find trusted suppliers that you can use for your online store. So without further ado, here are the best dropshippers to help you get started with dropshipping. And all the companies that I mentioned in this list today will be linked down in the description box below, some of which are affiliate links, so keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's get into number 1. And at number 1, we have Alidropship. Now, Alidropship is a dropshipping plugin for WordPress and WooCommerce where it turns your website into an AliExpress dropshipping business. So yes, you can use AliExpress with it. That is primarily what Alidropship is for. It connects you with AliExpress. So you can use AliExpress products to sell on your dropshipping store, and it has to be, of course, WordPress or WooCommerce. That is the functionality that they offer. And the great thing about Alidropship is there's no monthly subscription cost. So it's a lot cheaper than maybe some of the other plugins or suppliers or companies that you might find in this list. It's very cost effective because you only pay that one-time fee. So you don't have any extra monthly subscriptions to worry about, which is really nice. And you can import AliExpress products directly into your online store with their Chrome extension, very similar to how Oberlo works, which I'll go more into Oberlo later in this list because they are in this list. But yeah, very similar, just kind of a WordPress equivalent. Number 2 is Spockit. Now, Spockit is a relatively newer dropshipping company in this list, and they are a dropshipping service that works with original US and EU product suppliers. So you're able to get those better shipping times, usually even 1 to 3 days at the very minimum, which is very nice in comparison to AliExpress where you have to wait a lot longer. Now, there are some US suppliers within AliExpress as well, but Spockit connects you with those US and EU suppliers, so you have a lot better shipping times on average than you would otherwise. And it connects with Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, and Wix. So for those of you who don't have many options, maybe if you're using Wix or BigCommerce, because those are don't have as many dropshipping solutions, but they do work with them. So Spockit does connect with, as I said, BigCommerce, Wix, Shopify, and WooCommerce. Now, Shopify and WooCommerce are probably the most popular options, but they do have that compatibility as well. And Spockit allows you to source products as well, and you can find in-demand niches in their dashboard, which is also really nice. Now, some niches are a little bit lower than others. I did a recent review on the channel. You could check my recent uploads on Spockit and AliScraper as well, which AliScraper is their newer tool, which also allows you to connect with AliExpress. So if you're using Spockit, but you still maybe want to source some products from AliExpress, you can do that as well with AliScraper. But Spockit does give you those US and EU products. And depending on the niche that you're in, you may find more products or less products. It depends. Like some niches, they have a bit more covered in terms of more products that you can find maybe in the women's fashion space or the pet space. They have quite a bit of products in those areas, but that's up to you, of course, to look at that, see what kind of products that you may need. You can always sign up with their free trial. As I said, link down below, affiliate links throughout. Some of them may be, but yeah, you could sign up there. You can get the free trial and see what kind of products, if it fits your needs. There you go. Might be a good option for you. Moving into number 3 is Oberlo. Now, Oberlo is arguably the most popular dropshipping plugin as it is owned by Shopify. A lot of people do Shopify dropshipping with Oberlo to sell AliExpress products. It basically connects your Shopify store through the dropshipping app, connects AliExpress to Shopify. Okay, so it's owned by Shopify. It is their flagship dropshipping app and plugin. Since it's owned by them, so you're gonna see them kind of push it more, but it works really seamlessly with Shopify, and I've used it many times, and it's probably one of the best connections there, just because it's so streamlined. The code is super easy peasy, like everything is very smooth. It plugs it as an app. It functions very well. And Oberlo also has a Chrome extension as well, similar to Alidropship, where you can import those products directly with just one click from AliExpress to import them into your Shopify dropshipping store. Moving on to number 4, we have Salehoo. Now, Salehoo is a little bit different from the other options that I mentioned. They are instead a wholesale supplier directory for products and suppliers. So you can find various products and suppliers on there. Now, you're not really limited in terms of how you want to sell the products, compared to maybe some of the apps I mentioned where it only works with specific e-commerce platforms. With Salehoo, they allow you to select from various different US options and have the freedom in comparison to dropship on many different platforms, such as it says here eBay, Amazon, Etsy, and wholesale even on your own e-commerce store. So you have a lot more options with where you want to sell it. It may be a little bit more manual of a process depending on where you're selling it, selling those products, but that is another option as well. Number 5 is Dropify. Now, Dropify is very similar to Alidropship as well. They're an automated dropshipping tool that integrates with Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, GrooveCart, and Commerce HQ. So there's a couple in there that most other platforms don't actually offer. So it's nice that Dropify has those other e-commerce platforms in their systems there, so you can connect it. They also do AliExpress as a supplier, so very similar to Alidropship, where you can connect it all together. And you can also sell on eBay and import products to Dropify as an easy integration, and it works very streamlined for an automation tool for dropshipping automation if you want that. Moving on to number 6, we have Inventory Source. Now, Inventory Source is quite a bit different from the other ones. It's more almost like an enterprise level tool. They have a lot more analytics and tracking in there, and it's probably the most premium dropshipping software tool in this entire list. Inventory Source allows you to upload products automatically and sync inventory in there into your store and forward orders to dropship suppliers within almost any e-commerce platform or marketplace. So it's really hard to even list all of them because they have so many different connections that you can set up in there, and orders are automatically placed with your supplier to make the order fulfillment process seamless. So instead of having to send out emails manually to various suppliers, you can actually get all the suppliers that you want, import it into Inventory Source, and you can get those connections set up so that it's less of a manual process. It's a lot more of an automated system that you can set up, so you can automatically send out those order emails and forward the details to your supplier. So if you're out there, hustling, quote unquote, and contacting various unique suppliers and getting products for a store, such as, various different niches. You might need commercial equipment. If you're selling commercial equipment and you want to use dropshipping suppliers, maybe such as similar to a Wayfair, then Inventory Source could be good for you. Moving on to number 7, we have Importify. Now, Importify is a little bit newer on the block as well. They're a product importation tool, very similar to Oberlo. I would say that Importify is probably the closest to Oberlo compared to the other plugins in this list, but they also work with not just Shopify, they also work with WooCommerce, Jump Seller. So you can import products from suppliers such as AliExpress, Amazon, Alibaba, Etsy, DHgate, Walmart, and many more. So you get a lot more options and various products to choose from. With a company like Importify, they give you free reign on where you want to import products from all those different suppliers. They actually have a very exhaustive list on their website that you can go through and see if the supplier that you want to use is in there. I know it's really I think it's well over 100. It's a lot. Okay. All I'm saying is it's a lot. Just check their website. They update that on what suppliers you can actually import. So you're not just limited to using AliExpress as you would be with Oberlo. With Importify, you have quite a bit more flexibility with where you want to import products from. Moving on to number 8, we have Worldwide Brands. Now, I would say Worldwide Brands is probably closest to Salehoo. They are another wholesale directory for and database for dropshippers as well. So you have a wide range of different products to choose from, and their platform has lifetime membership for a single fee. So kind of similar to the model that Alidropship goes for, where you can get lifetime access for a single fee. So you don't have to get stuck in those monthly recurring subscriptions that add up over time. Moving into number 9, we have Modalist or Modalist. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but Modalist is a plugin and directory for adding dropshipping products to your online store. You have the choice between various designer brands and clothing, jewelry, accessories that are eco-friendly, and various private label suppliers as well as AliExpress suppliers. So it gives you the flexibility. I would say that Modalist is probably very close to Spockit. If you were to compare Modalist versus Spockit, those are probably the closest in comparison. They also both use purple colors on their website. So, but the Modalist app also offers integration with Wix, Shopify, and BigCommerce. So for those of you using Wix, you do have dropshipping options with Modalist as well as Spockit. Spockit also has that integration there as well. So if you don't want to use Shopify as you want to use something else, you also have BigCommerce too to select from. So lots of different options there with Modalist. Dropshipping products can go right into your store from very different suppliers than maybe most other people have used in the past. With AliExpress only, you have just different options, really. My final thoughts on all of this is that dropshipping is a great opportunity to get into e-commerce. And all the different dropshipping companies and suppliers that are mentioned in this list do give you a different edge depending on what types of products that you want to import or what different e-commerce platforms that you're using. You can kind of pick and choose what you might want to go with based on pricing or what may just be best for you based on what type of niche that you're in, what types of products that you're actually looking for. Now, if I did have to pick one solution that is the easiest to get set up with, I would probably say that that's Shopify and Oberlo, because Shopify and Oberlo just seamlessly work together because they're both owned by Shopify. So they are the most seamless. But if you want more product selection than just AliExpress maybe, then I would go with Spockit, and that's why I put that up at the top of the list. But if you are using WordPress, then Alidropship is probably your best bet. So those are kind of the top three contenders here: Alidropship, Spockit, and Oberlo. But all the other companies in this list are also worth taking a look at. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.